Running one website is hard. Running two, that's a recipe for burnout, unless you follow this plan. My name is Dave Burnett, and I'm the founder of AOKmarketing.com, promotionalproducts.com, and co-founder of Achievers.com, which sold back in 2015 for $110 million. How can we best balance workload between maintaining two websites? Well, easiest thing to do is to start with distinct roles and goals for each site. So the first step in managing two websites isn't really about manpower. It's about the mission. Each website has to serve a different core function. It's audience or brand or product. If you blur the lines, it's going to get really difficult for your team to do so too. So an example, we worked with a company called GS1 US, and they were balancing an e-commerce initiative with an event. So they had two separate websites. They had their main e-commerce site and then the event website. Each had its own platform, its targeting, its campaign focus, but shared a centralized data and strategy team to ensure efficiency. Now, over the years, they tried different things to roll it under the main website to keep it separate, but there's different ways to do different things. Second thing, centralize your strategy, but decentralize the execution. So don't treat the two sites like isolated silos. Instead, centralize leadership like marketing or data analytics or branding, but assign dedicated owners to those particular sites and the execution. This will help keep messaging consistent while tailoring strategy for each site's goals. And then third, use the shared systems with separate workflows. So use the same tools. You don't need to reinvent the wheel, such as your customer management, customer relationship, analytics across both sites, but build separate dashboards or workflows and reporting structures based on performance. This gives you the economies of scales without confusion, and you can have one overarching view of everything that's working. A couple of things that you may or may not think about to try and help with this whole process is you can clone your wins across properties. When, for example, one site's campaign crushes it, you don't need to reinvent the wheel for the other site. Can you clone that? Can you tweak it and deploy it with your other options? I mean, this applies to paid search, SEO. Did your user experience better? Did you change the look and feel? Whatever it is, use it as experiments. Second thing you can do is you can time shift attention. Instead of running full speed campaigns at both sites at once, you can stagger your focus. You can rotate priorities quarterly to avoid burnout and always have, one that's in high growth mode and the other one that's fixing delivery or whatever you need to do to keep moving forward. Third thing, assign accountability, but not tasks. If you're assigning specific tasks, that can create gaps in the workflow. But if you give somebody ownership, it can really drive long-term performance and make it easy to evaluate ROI on each website separately. And not only that, but also judge the effectiveness of your team. I'm sure you operate in a complex digital system of some kind with probably multiple campaigns, brands, audience targets. But by creating clear boundaries, leveraging your external support, and centralizing your strategic oversight, all these resources can work together to help you grow faster. So you don't need to manage your sites by doubling your staff. You just need clarity in roles, centralized systems, and tactical focus. And when done right, two websites don't need to split your attention. They can actually help you multiply your results. Here's your simple 5-step plan. One, define each website's why and make sure that they're different. Why does that site exist? Two, assign owners for execution, but keep oversight centralized. Three, share tools, separate workflows, clone what works. Four, rotate your focus and treat growth like a relay, not necessarily a sprint. And five, get help where your internal team is overstretched. You can outsource your SEO or PPC. That's not necessarily weakness. That's leverage, using experts to help you get further ahead. So thanks so much for watching. Hope you found it valuable. I'll look forward to seeing you in the next one.